very unusual things.
Okay.
A voice recording and a mysterious black cake.
Ooh, mysterious black cake. I like it already.
It's a brilliant hook, right?
Yes. From the start, Wilkerson just throws us into a mystery.
Yes.
Who is this woman their mother claims is their sister?
Right.
And why have they never heard of her before?
It's so true. And, it makes you think.
Welcome to Witter. Who Has Time to Read? The podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. Listen to AI hosts Jane and Dane and get ready to unpack the world's most captivating books in just a fraction of the time. Whether commuting, working out, or just squeezing in a quick break, we deliver key insights, thought-provoking themes, and takeaways you can carry into your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Plus, use our links in the description to purchase this book. Your support helps us bring more engaging book discussions to you. Listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
Welcome back to Witter, your shortcut to being well-informed, even when it feels like you're constantly on the go.
I love that tagline.
It really does sum up what we're all about, huh?
Definitely, especially for our deep dives.
Yeah. This month on Witter, we're celebrating Black voices and stories for Black History Month.
Wonderful.
And I am so excited for this deep dive.
Me too.
Into Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson.
Oh, it's a fantastic choice.
I'm so glad you think so, because I really
loved this book.
It's more than just a captivating read. It really makes you think about family and secrets and
absolutely.
And all the ways our past just shapes us.
Yes, it's so true.
So much.
Okay, so tell me, what is the recipe for this black cake?
Okay, so we've got two siblings.
Okay.
Benny and Byron, living in California.
Mm-hmm.
Their mother, Eleanor Bennett, passes away.
Right.
And leaves them with two very unusual things.
Okay.
A voice recording and a mysterious black cake.
Ooh, mysterious black cake. I like it already.
It's a brilliant hook, right?
Yes. From the start, Wilkerson just throws us into a mystery.
Yes.
Who is this woman their mother claims is their sister?
Right.
And why have they never heard of her before?
It's so true. And, it makes you think about the secrets families keep.
Exactly.
And why some things only come out after someone's gone.
I know. And why did she feel the need to reveal this now?
Right. It's like Eleanor knew this was going to send her children on a journey.
Oh, totally.
Through their family's history.
Absolutely. And that journey takes us back to Eleanor's childhood in the Caribbean.
Ooh, okay.
Where she was known as Covey.
Covey, okay.
Covey. And we quickly learn that Covey's life was anything but idyllic.
Oh, no.
She had a close bond with her friend Bunny, who later becomes a really famous distance swimmer. But her relationship with her father is strained.
Okay.
And he forces her into a marriage with this man named Little Man.
Oh, it sounds...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of tension right there.
Yeah, a situation fraught with tension.
You can already see how these early experiences are going to have a lasting impact.
Big time.
On Eleanor's life.
Absolutely. And then...
Oh, no. What happens?
The tension escalates on Covey's wedding day.
Oh, no.
When Little Man mysteriously dies.
Oh, my God.
Leading to her dramatic escape from the island.
This is wild.
It's a pivotal moment that forces her to reinvent herself.
Wow. Okay, so she flees to England.
She does.
Changes her name to Eleanor.
Yep.
And tries to build a new life.
Brand new life.
Wow. She meets Gibbs, falls in love, and they start a family.
Yeah, new life.
Like she's trying to outrun her past.
Totally. But the past has a way of catching up, doesn't it?
Oh, I have a feeling it does.
It turns out that before meeting Gibbs, Eleanor had a child.
Oh, wow.
That she was forced to give up for adoption.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is a secret that weighs heavily on her.
Yeah.
Shaping all of her decisions and her relationships.
It really makes you think how much our past...
Doesn't it?
Especially the parts that we try to bury, influence the way we parent.
Yeah.
And interact with the world.
It's a recurring theme in the book.
I bet.
As Eleanor's children grapple with these shocking revelations, their own personalities and coping mechanisms come into focus.
Oh, that's interesting.
Their reactions to this secret reveal so much about who they are.
I can only imagine. Oh, and then there's Marble.
Marble, yes.
Eleanor's long-lost daughter.
It's amazing.
It is.
The way their reunion unfolds or doesn't unfold, really,
Right.
it's heartbreaking.
It is.
It highlights the complexities of reconnecting with family after decades of separation.
Right.
Different upbringings, unresolved issues, the weight of expectations.
Yeah, you don't always get that hallmark ending.
It's not a fairy tale ending.
No, it's real life.
It makes you think about how these secrets can ripple through generations, affecting people who weren't even born when the original events happened.
It's so true. And it's woven through all of this, the motif of food.
Food, yes.
Particularly the black cake.
Oh, the black cake is so important.
It's not just a recipe.
Right.
It's a symbol of heritage resilience, passing down of traditions.
Exactly.
It's almost like the cake itself holds the memories.
Yeah.
You know, and it connects the characters across generations and continents.
Such a good point.
What are your thoughts on the role of food in this story?
It's a way for Eleanor to reclaim her past.
Oh, interesting.
But I also think it's something else entirely.
Oh.
You know, the black cake is this tangible link to her Caribbean roots.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way for her to connect with that heritage.
Yes.
And pass it on to her children.
I see that.
But it's also a symbol of her journey.
Yeah.
Her resilience and her ability to create something beautiful and meaningful out of really difficult circumstances.
That's such a powerful insight.
Thank you.
And speaking of identity,
Oh, yeah.
the novel also delves into important social and cultural contexts.
It does, absolutely.
Like, Wilkerson doesn't shy away from portraying the challenges faced by Chinese immigrants in Jamaica.
During the 1960s,
Yes.
she shows us the prejudice, the violence,
Right.
the struggle for acceptance.
That they endured.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that the Black experience isn't monolithic.
Right.
It's a wide range of cultures, background.
Your backgrounds.
Yeah, exactly. And Black Cake also gives us a glimpse into the lives of Caribbean immigrants in the UK.
During the same period.
Yeah, navigating all those issues.
It's a lot.
Identity, belonging, racial prejudice.
It really makes you think about how those forces shape lives and choices.
How do you see those forces playing out?
I think each character grapples with those forces in their own way.
I agree.
Eleanor tries to outrun her past.
Yeah.
While Benny and Byron are forced to confront it.
Right.
And Marble is searching for a connection.
Yes.
To a past she never knew.
Yeah, and it's a testament to Wilkerson's skill as a writer that she's able to weave all of these complex themes.
Oh, I know. And historical context.
Into such a compelling and emotionally resonant story.
I completely agree. And you know, for our listeners, this book is an invitation.
Oh, I love that.
To think about their own family histories.
Yeah.
And the untold stories that might be waiting to be discovered.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Right.
Yeah. And it makes you think about like how sometimes the stories that we tell ourselves are just as powerful as the ones that are passed down to us.
Oh, totally.
You know, like we create narratives to make sense of our lives.
Yeah.
But those narratives can also blind us to the truth.
Absolutely. And Black Cake doesn't shy away from exploring the idea of forgiveness.
Oh, yeah. Forgiveness is huge in this book.
It really asks us to consider what it means to forgive ourselves and to forgive those who have hurt us.
That's a tough one. I mean, imagine being Benny or Byron trying to reconcile this new version of their mother with the woman they thought they knew.
It's a lot to process.
So much.
And it forces them to really re-examine their own lives and the choices they've made.
It really makes you wonder, like, how well can we ever truly know anyone?
Even the people closest to us.
Even the people closest to us. And it's a question that stays with you long after you finish the book.
It does.
It makes me think about the power of stories.
Yes.
Not just to entertain, but to help us understand ourselves and the world around us.
I couldn't agree more. And I think Black Cake is particularly powerful because it gives a voice to experiences that are often marginalized or silenced.
It's so true.
It allows us to see the world through the eyes of characters who are dealing with really complicated issues of race and identity and belonging.
That is so important. And it's especially important during Black History Month.
Right.
When we're celebrating Black voices and stories.
Absolutely. And speaking of celebrating Black voices,
yeah,
we wanted to leave our listeners with a little bit of a challenge.
All right. I like it.
What steps can we all take to make sure that Black authors and their stories are getting amplified and celebrated all year round?
That is such a great question and such an important one. I think it starts with us seeking out these books by Black authors and actively engaging with their work.
Yeah.
Listening to their stories.
Right.
Learning from their experiences.
And amplifying those voices.
Yes, and supporting Black-owned bookstores and publishers.
Exactly.
And talking about it with our friends and family, having book club discussions.
Absolutely.
About these books that we're reading and these stories that are resonating with us.
Because ultimately it's about creating a more inclusive and equitable literary landscape where all voices can be heard and celebrated.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
So, to our listeners, we encourage you to pick up a copy of Black Cake.
Yes.
And discover the magic within its pages. And beyond that.
Go further.
Yes, go further. Seek out other stories by Black authors.
Yeah, have those conversations.
Engage in those meaningful conversations.
About their work and keep expanding your understanding of the Black experience in all its richness and complexity.
Yes, well said. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you next time on Witter.
Thanks for listening to Witter, Who Has Time to Read, produced by One Media. Please support the author by purchasing the book or audiobook using the link in the description. It's a great way to help keep the art of writing alive. And stay in the loop. Subscribe to our newsletter for updates on weekly deep dives. And don't forget to share your thoughts or suggest our next deep dive at witterpodcast@gmail.com.